who do you look at around the league as you're studying and say, we're going to have to run through them?
Celtics.
No one in the West?
Nah, I'm fine in the West.
Ja, I hate to tell you this, but you are not fine in the West. We just witnessed the craziest trade deadline of the last couple of years, and so many teams are now going to be loaded with championship potential. The last 48 hours have been nothing but non-stop blockbuster trades that will definitely change the NBA for the rest of the season. For starters, let's talk about the biggest trade of the season. KD gets traded to the Phoenix Suns and is now a part of another super team. This trade was definitely a move we saw coming after the departure of Kyrie Irving, and the Nets were able to acquire some great role players in Bridges and Cam Johnson. But the Suns are now a heavy favorite in the Western Conference to win a championship, and we are definitely in for a surprise. But now that the Suns are a heavy hitter, they definitely need to redeem themselves after the meltdown that happened last year in the semifinals. While they traded some key players, they are going to need to revamp a game plan with the loss of Johnson and Bridges. But with KD now being on the team, there is no excuse for this team to not run it back and go to the finals and win. Anything less is a total failure. Now let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets. You know what, I'm just gonna send my condolences, man, because you guys had everything and lost it all in 3 years. Now you're stuck with Ben Simmons. But with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson and Cam Thomas developing, I think the Nets will definitely stay afloat in the Eastern Conference and be a play-in team at best until they acquire some new talent to possibly contend in the next 5 to 10 years. So the Nets didn't totally strike out, but either way, the Nets management took a L here, as they had another chance at contending, and history yet again repeated itself. Again, I am so sorry to all the fans in Brooklyn. You guys do not deserve any of this pain. Now let's talk about my Warriors. They were able to trade Wiseman for cap space, and they were also able to acquire Gary Payton II, who will definitely be an asset on defense tremendously, and hopefully they will help the Warriors moving forward. I have to say though, as a Warriors fan, it is definitely disappointing we could not use James Wiseman as much as we wanted to. At least we were able to get a lot of money out of it for free agency. The Los Angeles Clippers made some very underrated pickups. They were able to acquire Bones Highland, Mason Plumlee, and Eric Gordon in trades that had them give up Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and John Wall. Which, by the way, poor John Wall, man. Like, bro just talked about his time in Houston on a podcast, and he is right back in Houston. What kind of karma is this, man? But the Clippers, I feel, definitely have better upgrades with great backup guards and a quality center. The Clippers are currently the 6th seed, and if Kawhi and PG are healthy heading into the playoffs, they are definitely going to be a threat in the Western Conference. Now, let's talk about their big brothers, the Los Angeles Lakers. Who would have thought that Pelinka was actually capable of making great moves? I owe you an apology, man. I was not familiar with your game. They were able to finally trade Russell Westbrook for D'Angelo Russell, who will be a great point guard for them offensively. Now, defensively, that is up for debate. With these trades, I think the Lakers are definitely going to get a higher seeding in the Western Conference and contend for a title now. With D'Lo coming in, it will definitely help them a lot offensively and take some of the load off of AD and especially LeBron. And the Lakers getting Mo Bamba after losing Thomas Bryant will definitely help a lot on defense, and he will help on offense, especially from the 3, and also be a lob threat. The Lakers also acquiring Malik Beasley, who is a solid scorer, and Jared Vanderbilt, who is a great defender, will also be very vital and will help the Lakers on the bench alongside Mo Bamba. We will definitely see where this goes for LA, but I gotta give my props to Pelinka. I just hope now that there's no tension in the locker room because yeah, never mind. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Russell Westbrook finally got traded. Now look, I know he did not leave LA on the right note, but I think it was a good decision by the Lakers for trading him, and with him possibly getting bought out, he can still add something to a playoff team. With the Miami Heat and the LA Clippers being both interested in him, I think it is best for the Clippers to get Russell Westbrook, as I think he would thrive with their small ball lineup, and considering the last time Russ played in a small ball lineup, he had one of the best seasons of his career. I think it is the best decision for him to go be a Clipper and help them become more of a championship caliber team. But with Russell Westbrook, man, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, who knows where he's going to end up as the season goes on. But honestly, all I got to say for Russ, just good luck, man. I hope you find a good team that you can be useful for. But the Western Conference definitely got a lot stronger and got more talent than ever. Kyrie and KD are back in the Western Conference. The Lakers and the Clippers are going to be better, and the Warriors might possibly get better once Curry comes back from his injuries. While the East may have 2 to 3 teams that may go to the finals, I have no idea what is going to happen in the Western Conference. So we are definitely in for a big surprise come playoff time. But this trade deadline will go down as one of the most eventful and suspenseful deadlines in NBA history.